guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Eileen from Makeup Eileen. If you're already subscribed to this channel, welcome back guys. So for today's video, I thought it'd be really cool to try out a foundation that I've seen has been pretty viral on coming up on ads on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of that, and it seems to be claiming quite a bit. It is the Phoera, I think I'm saying it correctly, the Phoera foundation. It's a small little foundation. It's only 30 mils. You're supposed to be able to do your full face and get extremely high coverage with just one pump of foundation. It is quite pricey. I had to order it off Takealot. I think it was over 200 Rand. It claims to be naturally flawless finish, oil controlling, long wear, super full coverage, lightweight. It is supposed to be water resistant. So I've seen swatches where they put it on their hand and they spray it with a liquid and the liquid just runs off. It's supposed to be super high coverage. It's supposed to be mattifying but with a light flawless finish. I did pick up this guy and it did come with the Phoera flat kabuki brush F80, this guy over here. It does seem like a very luxe brush, but I mean only time will tell. It's a very nice flat kabuki brush. It's dense but very soft at the same time. So mine did come with the two together, or you could just pick up the foundation by itself. I got the shade 102 Nude because I am a nude or neutral tone skin, so let's hope it's our foundation, our skin color, the foundation. I have seen that it leans towards more of a pinky tone, so let's hope it's not, because I am wearing a bright pink shirt and I don't want to look like I'm covered in chamomile lotion. Anyway, let's jump right into this video and get testing out on this foundation. So because I'm testing this foundation, it's supposed to be super awesome and that I'm going to go in with my everyday favorite combo, and it's the Wet n Wild Primer Serum. I like to use this all over the face and get quite a good amount on my hand, a full squeeze, and I like just to massage that into the skin and up the neck, because obviously that's where I put foundation, and then I like to let it seep in a little bit. And I'm going to take my jade roller and I'm just going to give it a little roll in just to massage my skin a little bit as well. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, I have a bit of a cold, which yesterday I thought was turning into laryngitis, but luckily today it's a little bit better. It's nothing serious, it's just like a sinus infection. So that's what I'm dealing with, but obviously we just have to power through. I'm going to do check-ins and do a full wear test on this foundation, just so we can see if it does last very long. It professes to last 24 hours. Obviously I'm not going to wear it for 24 hours, but I'll wear it as long as I possibly can and do quick little check-ins as the day progresses. Okay, so the next thing I like to do when I really want to prime my skin and make sure that the foundation lasts the whole day is I go in with my Wet n Wild Impossible Primer, and I just grab a little bit of this, just a tiny little amount, and work it between my fingers, and I like to just press it in around my nose and on my cheeks where I get pores, where I have pores, not get pores, and I just like to press it into the skin where I find my pores are a little bit larger, so I kind of double prime. And then I'm just going to let that settle in to the skin a little bit while we have a look at this foundation. And also, if I drink some water, I'm really sorry, but I need to stay hydrated because obviously I'm not feeling well. It says that it's shipped from the USA, but it's made in China. The directions say that you must always shake it before use to activate the foundation, which is a little bit strange to me. Pump the foundation onto the back of your hand. Start with one pump for medium coverage and build it up with additional pump for full coverage. So we'll see how the one pump works. If it doesn't get everywhere, I don't have the hugest face in the world. We'll see how it looks. And then it says start from the center of your face, working into your face, using short downward strokes. Blend into your jawline, blah, blah, blah. So it says it's a soft matte finish, but obviously you guys know I'm an oily girl, so I'm going to set this foundation anyway. So this is what the box looks like. If you open the box up, it's just a little plastic container with a pump. At least it has a pump. So while the pump is settling in to my skin, let's give it a good shake to activate this foundation. And let's, oh, it's locked. It does have a lock on the foundation. Okay, I can feel it coming. Oh, it looks really thick. So that's one little pump on the back of the hand. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab it onto the skin just to spread it out and see how far we can get with the one pump. Hopefully it is a full pump, and hopefully it does spread a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to use the flat kabuki brush and see how it works. We all know, oh, it is rather pink, but it's not, I don't think it's terribly pink. It does feel very thick. You know, I like to use a brush instead of a blender. It could oxidize too. I'm not sure on if it's going to oxidize darker, but I don't think it actually looks like a really good shade for my skin. I have seen people review this and they can't really find a skin tone, well, a shade to match the skin tone, but I'm not mad at this shade. It looks like it's the perfect shade for my skin, especially that I haven't got any tan to my skin at the moment. Maybe if I'm a bit darker, I'll have a bit of a problem, but I mean, that's what we have bronzer for too. Okay, straight away I can see it is not very full coverage like it shows on the video. I did only put one pump on. I think I'm going to go in with the second pump because I don't know if you guys can see, but you can kind of see my freckles and sunspots through it. So let's grab one more pump. It actually looks like I picked up a bit more. And let's just see if we can layer this, or if it's going to do that funny thing where it starts picking up the foundation underneath, which I really hope it doesn't, because that's not going to be fun. So we just grabbed another pump of this foundation and let's see if we can get a more full coverage, because I'd say this is actually, the one pump is a little bit less full coverage than the Catrice foundation. So it's like the Essence Pretty Natural. Let's just see. Oh yeah, no, it definitely, it isn't full coverage. I'd say this is about medium coverage now. Medium leaning towards more full, but it's definitely not cancel your face like it shows online and in their ads. It definitely is not erasing my skin, but it's also not settling in my pores or in my lines on my face. It is a very thick foundation, so it's not the easiest to blend. You gotta kind of work with it. It's not a nice liquidy foundation that you could blend in quick. but it is giving me some more coverage now that I'm using a second pump. It could have been my fault too, maybe I didn't let it pump out enough to get a full pump, because the second squirt did look like I got a lot more foundation on. It doesn't look matte, it doesn't have a smell, it also doesn't appear pink like I've read up that the tones are a little bit pink. It's actually a really nice color for me. It's not weightless. You can feel the foundation on your skin, but it is not like cakey. You can kind of move your face. Just give that a little bit of a minute to dry down and see if it dries a bit more matte, and then I'm going to get my concealer ready, and I'm going to go in with my Catrice True Skin concealer and just brighten up the under eyes, because as I said, I do have a bit of a sinus infection and I have a little bit of dark circles under the eye from being under the weather. So I'm just going to bring some dimension back into my skin. Okay, I'm going to use my flat little kabuki brush, concealer brush that I got the other day, and I'm really loving this. It just, just look how it blends the concealer in, and I can really get in around the problem area of my nose, and I'm finding it's really helping to stop any creasing or foundation separation in the nose area where I do battle. So it's a really nice brush. Just blend this in. One thing I will say is the concealer is definitely building very nicely on top of this foundation. It's not picking up the foundation underneath, so that's a good thing. It's not doing a weird thing. You can layer this foundation. As it's drying down, it is feeling more mattifying on the skin. It does have a more natural finish to it. It's not completely mattifying, but it isn't very dewy looking either, which is quite nice, because sometimes if you do have a bit of oily skin and you don't want to accentuate your pores, and you don't want to really have a cake face and set it terribly, just making sure the concealer's all blended out. It's very nice because you might not have to set it. Obviously I am going to set it. We do have some strange weather going on outside. It's threatening to rain. There's warnings, storm warnings, but it's dark and then it's sunny and then it's dark and then it's sunny, so that's a bit weird. Okay, I'm going to set my face. I'm going to contour it. I'm going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on and some mascara and bronzer and highlighter, and I'll get back on my thoughts of this, and then, well, my first impressions on this foundation, and then we're going to do wear tests throughout the day. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 8:30 in the morning when I'm applying this, and we'll see how it lasts throughout the day. I do have to fetch children from school and I have a few errands to run, so it will be pretty interesting to see how it wears with the mask on and all of that. So I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, you guys, I have my full face on. I've set it. I've put bronzer on, contour, blush. I did a very soft glam, bit of sparkle gold, and a little bit of contour in the crease of my eye today. I think it looks really good. My brows are on, my mascara's on, I've got lipstick on, everything's on, and I must admit, I'm really impressed with this foundation. I don't really wear a very full coverage foundation every single day, but I mean, there is days where you really want to be super glammed up, or you're going out for supper, or you're attending a family function or any sort of function, and you really want to look super done. I could kind of see pigmentation and that they're shining through the foundation after the second coat, but once I set it, there is just a few freckles that normally shine through even with a full coverage foundation that are popping through, which I tend to kind of gently swab over anyway, because you want your beauty spots and your marks that you have on your face, your little freckles, and I prefer to call them beauty spots, to shine through as they would in normal life. You don't want to look you want to look like the best version of you can look. And I do think that this foundation is really awesome. It does not settle in your pores, it does not settle in your lines, it doesn't accentuate your pores or the lines on your face. It's set beautifully with my favorite, where is it, the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, with my little fluffy thing from my blender from Essence, which I use all the time. My contour just glided on it. Everything just went on beautifully. So it'd be interesting to see how it wears throughout the day. It is currently 8:30 to about 9 o'clock, so let's just call it 9, and the foundation is on, and it's been on for about a half an hour. It is set like I would normally if I want something to stay all day. I have used all the products that are my holy grails, and I know that they work all the time. So this is my first impression of it. It looks awesome. I have to film another video, which you will be seeing before you see this video. So I'm going to be under these beauty lights for quite a while, so it's really going to put this foundation to the test. But so far, the Phoera foundation, even the brush was gorgeous. It was super soft, but it blended the foundation amazingly. So if you can, it was literally for free with purchase. If you can find that on Take a Lot and it's still there, I would grab the kabuki brush with the foundation. You just kind of have to scroll through it quite a bit, well, for a while before you find it with the brush. If you can't, obviously any normal kabuki brush or foundation sponge would work awesomely. Please guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload another video. It would really help me out a lot to bring you guys more cool products, and so we can keep this channel alive basically. As you guys know, makeup is absolute passion of mine, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so this is my 6-hour check-in. I put this foundation on at 8 o'clock. It is now currently just after 2, and this is what it looks like. Obviously the lipstick that I had on is now off my face, but the foundation is holding up really well. I'll get a close-up for you guys. There's not much creasing happening around my nose, which normally does. It's not breaking apart, it's not separating, it's a little bit more dewy than it was when I set it, but for the most part it is still all intact. Like normally I lose some foundation around here and on my nose, but it really is holding up well. I've seen a lot of bad reviews on this foundation. I can't see anything personally wrong with it. That's just my personal opinion. but we're at our 6 hour mark, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I did wear a mask, and as you can tell, nothing has happened on the nose area or the cheeks or anything like that there. And I have been running around making party packs and stuff like that and fetching children, so I don't think any of this makeup is holding up bad. It is holding up really well for 6 hours of wearing already. I mean, it just looks like it did when I first put it on. So I'm really impressed so far. So this is the 6 hours. I will check in again at probably about 8 o'clock tonight to let you know how it's held up. And I haven't blotted or powdered or anything since I did my makeup. See you guys just now. Hi guys, this is another 6 hour check-in on the Phoera foundation, and it is still looking really awesome. I have not touched up or fiddled with it or blotted the oil away or anything like that. So this is what it looks like up close. It's not creasing in any fine lines. You can see a bit of shine coming through, but nothing too serious. It doesn't feel like I have a cake face on. It feels really comfortable, almost like I don't have anything on at all. And for me, this is a really good win. So the hype is real. This foundation gets a thumbs up from me, and I would be reaching for it again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is really late. I've had this foundation on from 8 in the morning until 8 p.m. today, and it looks really awesome. Actually, all of the makeup has held up really well. My highlighter is still there, the blush is still there. I actually fell asleep on the couch because I had a headache, and it didn't affect the foundation in any way, shape or form. So I'm really impressed with this foundation, and I would definitely recommend, if you want a super long wearing foundation and something that's going to keep the oil away, I would really recommend this foundation. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.